Hi there, it's Robert and Jack from the Shoreview real estate team, powered by Main Street, and thanks for tuning in to our March 31st show report. In this video, I'm going to share some exciting news for first-time home buyers in Ontario. Additionally, we're going to be covering the latest changes to the foreign buyer tax and the recent launch of open offers on Realtor.ca. Let's go. So, number one, let's start with the tax-free first home savings account and what this means for first-time home buyers. So the 2022 federal budget has introduced a tax-free first home savings account to help people save for their first home. This account will function similarly to an RRSP, with contributions being tax deductible and withdrawal towards the purchase of a first home not being taxed at all. Much like a TFSA, the government is working with financial institutions to ensure the account is operational by next year. This initiative could see up to $725 billion go towards the purchase of first homes in the next 5 years. As a real estate professional, I believe this is a fantastic opportunity for first-time home buyers to save and purchase their dream home. Another update which was recently announced is the first-time home buyer incentive, which was introduced in the 2019 federal budget. It has been extended until March 31st, 2025. This incentive is an equity stake the government takes in first home purchases, which it later recoups as a percentage of equity appreciation. As reported in a recent article, the government is also looking for ways to make the program more flexible and attainable for single-parent households. I think this is a great initiative as it helps more people get into the housing market and achieve home ownership. The last initiative that's been introduced for first-time home buyers, which I'm excited about, is the support for rent-to-own purchases, where investors buy a home that their tenant eventually buys back from them. This is a fantastic opportunity for people who are struggling to save for a down payment or qualify for a mortgage. The government is allocating around $200 million in support under the Affordable Housing Innovation Fund, which was created about 6 years ago to help scale rent-to-own projects countrywide. This initiative could also help more people access affordable rentals, as eligible projects must have safeguards and strong consumer protection. And the funds can also be allocated towards repairs, renewals, and rent-to-own properties. I believe this type of program is long overdue, as rent-to-own programs have traditionally had a bad rep, and this is a great initiative that will help more people achieve the dream of home ownership. Now let's talk about the foreign buyer ban amendments that were made in the last couple weeks. So the Canadian government has announced 4 amendments to the foreign buyer ban, officially known as the Prohibition on the Purchase of Residential Property by Non-Canadians Act, effective immediately from March 27, 2003. The changes expand exceptions to the regulations that have been an unintended burden for developers. The maximum amount of non-Canadian control in a real estate investment trust, REIT, subject to the ban is now 10%. An exception now applies also for non-Canadians to purchase residential property for development purposes, and the ban no longer applies to vacant land and work permit holders. Despite the government's aim to make housing more affordable for Canadians, many in the industry believe the ban will do little to address the issue of housing affordability, but it seems like they're making some modifications to the original plans. The last thing I want to talk about is the Realtor.ca open offer system. The Canadian Real Estate Association has announced the nationwide launch of Realtor.ca open offer system, which allows realtors and prospective buyers to track competing offers on the property in real time online. The level of transparency will vary depending on the seller preferences and provincial regulations. While the Real Estate Brokers Act Ontario prohibits realtors from revealing the top dollar amount of competing offers, Open, an Australian property technology company, is partnering with CREA to provide voluntary levels of transparency in the open offer tracking. All offers must be submitted by a realtor who has signed up for open service. The program follows a successful pilot program in 2 Canadian markets from November 2022 to February 2023, but details which markets will be involved are currently unavailable. Overall, it seems that the government is aiming to create programs that make the real estate process more transparent and stimulate the real estate market in a positive way, as the general economy and market continues to deal with rising inflation and interest rates. I think this further solidifies my thought process that 2023 will continue to see a fairly balanced housing market due to both negative and positive pressures. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope the information was insightful. See you next time.